Good morning, everyone. Sorry didn't get a video last night. Got almost 14 miles in though. But by the time I got to the shelter was slapped full. There was only a few tent spots and they were all taken. So I tried to set up my tent on this really bad spot. I knew it was going to be a bad spot, but I had not much of a choice because, again, in the Smokies, you're required to stay at or right near the shelters. So the next shelter was 6 miles away. There's no way I was doing that. A storm came in. So while my tent was on an angle, there was no way I was going to be able to sleep in it because I was sliding down. And then the storm was just torrential. The rain that came through, it was just brutal, thunder, lightning. So needless to say, everything got wet. My entire tent soaked outside, inside. I was soaked, so I went back up towards the shelter, packed everything up, went towards the shelter, sat under there to wait out the rain, and realized my headlamp was dead, so I couldn't even try to go anywhere else. So I tried to recharge it, it wouldn't recharge. So I sat there to recharge my phone and a little mini flashlight that I do have. Ended up just deciding, because it just kept, I couldn't tell where the storm was going because it wasn't even supposed to rain last night. At least that's what the weather report said. So that was a big lie. Sorry. But so now left the shelter. I just ended up sleeping on the bench at the shelter, out in the open. I had my hoodie on and whatever. It was a miserable night. But it's the last day of the Smokies, so the Smokies, the rules, they're bullshit. I don't even know why. You know, the problem is, though, is there's not even really anywhere to stealth camp. If I would have had a hammock, whole different story. I would have been fine. But with a tent, you're just kind of screwed. So, you know, it is what it is. Today's our last day. We've got about 7 miles to get out of the Smokies. I'm doing the last climb, and then everything is downhill from here. So I will be ready to get out. My parents are getting me a hostel that's just outside of the Smokies as soon as you get out of them, at the bottom of the hill. I'm gonna stay there for the next 2 nights, try to dry everything out, rest, relax, recoup, recharge, all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this mountain out of the way so we can start our downhill descent, because the faster I get there, the sooner I'll be dry. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Well, guys, one last view of the Smokies. We are just about out. Well, we have officially made it out of the Smokies. Here's our permit drop. Remember now, we didn't get one, so bloop, that's ours. And we are done with the Smokies. Thank God. It's been an interesting week, but it's over. And got to make it to the hostel for the next night, possibly 2. And yeah, we're gonna rest these feet because they hurt. So I'll catch up with y'all later. Well, we're out of the Smokies, and got about another 1.5 miles to go. Came across this little creek. Man, I needed water, but sometimes you really gotta look, because I got water right there where that little, it's coming down. I didn't even see that guy. He's like, get out of my water hole. Oh well. I left him alone, he left me alone. All right, guys. Man, this thing just keeps cascading down. I know there's some tent spots right up here. If I wasn't staying at the hostel, I'd be setting up tent right over here. Listening to that all night. Yeah, you just cross right there. Set up a couple tents. You got the creek. Got plenty of water. Soak your feet. Yeah. Not a bad spot. But we're moving on to the hostel. We're gonna have a bed tonight. Dry everything out. Oh, how's it going? Nice little cascade. Since stream we done crossed over like 4 or 5 times. Solid construction they're having to do rebuild. That's crazy. You know, just some road walking, going under the interstate. Fun stuff. Good afternoon, everyone. We are here on our 0 day out of the Smokies. We are at Standing Bear Farm Hostel. It's been a great little place. I'm gonna show you around a little bit, but definitely been a nice little stay, especially after that hellacious descent down. It ended up being yesterday a 10 and a half, almost 11 mile day. Even after that crappy night of sleep, was still able to get, all those miles in. I was up by 7 and was done by about 2:30. So right here is what they call the carriage house. This is mom and dad. Thank you guys again. Sent me the money to be able to have this little private room. It's basic, guys, but that's all I really need. Got a little bridge going over the creeks. It's pretty cool. You got 2 different creeks combining into one. That's more of like an older storage shed, but I think they also have a building in there. There is an upstairs and downstairs. I have the downstairs. As you can see, we have kind of a gear explosion. Got our pack. Ooh. Got our pack and stuff hanging over here. We're drying stuff out. I got laundry done. Bunch of junk that I'm going through and the rest of my stuff. So I did get 2 packages. My mom sent me one and my cousin Emily sent me one that was from way early on that didn't show up at Neil Gap in time. So I had it sent back. So it was sent here. As you can see, that's all extra food. So what I'm actually gonna do is bounce it forward to Uncle Johnny's in Irwin, Tennessee, which is about 105-ish miles from here. So I won't have to worry about a resupply there. It does have a little fireplace and a fan. It's basic, guys. This is it. There's no bathroom here. I'll show you the bathrooms in a little while. They are porta potties, but they do have a shower. So, and then this door just goes out to the little porch. You can see I have my tent out here drying. It was out yesterday, but it started to rain. So yeah, just a basic little porch. It's nice. You got the creek right here running, so you can hear that at night. So, not a bad little spot. I mean, it's basic, but it's all I need. So I'm gonna jump off. We'll go over to some other spots and I'll show you around the other area. We'll be back. Alright guys, so this dirt road down about a few hundred yards, the AT actually comes out onto this dirt road and crosses it. So a couple hundred yards up, and here we are at Standing Bear Farm. So this first building, the bluegrass band sign on it, that one, that is actually the bunkhouse. So it's just bunk beds in there. Not sure what that building is. They do have porta potties, so don't have indoor plumbing. The main house does, but we aren't in the main house. That's just for the owner and the staff. The buildings back there are for the showers. This building right here, past the porta potties on the left, is a private bunk. And then we'll walk up to the rest. So this is the shower. As you can see, pretty basic, very temperamental. The heat runs off of propane. It's open at the bottom. There's a sink here, little bench. It's basic, guys. Hooks to put your stuff on, a little bench for you to put your stuff on. But yeah. So yesterday the propane tank ran out, so it was pretty cold, and then it goes from stupid hot to stupid cold. So definitely fun. And then this is a private residence. That's just the back of the property. And then the bridge. Laundry. As you can see, it's a washboard and then a dryer. They have laundry clothes, towels, everything you need, but it is definitely old school. Bunkhouse again. And this is a little kitchen area. You can cook pizzas, microwave, stove, coffee, toaster oven. This is known as the tree house. I know someone's staying in there. They aren't feeling good, so they've kind of kept them quarantined. Got a little porch area for everybody, and you can obviously camp out here. There's a little yurt over there, and then they got chickens. Like I said, not a bad place. Definitely basic, but pretty laid back. But they got some big old chickens. So yeah, wraparound porch, that's the main house, staff stay. So that's basically it. Another fire pit over there. But not a bad place. Definitely rustic, old school, but very laid back. As you can hear, they always have music playing. So it was quite a happening place last night. A bunch of them were definitely partying it up. But anyways, guys, I'm just gonna finish going through my stuff, get things ready to send back, or send forward, I should say, and try to get to bed a little early because we got a big day tomorrow. I know my cousin's coming to help me, or to come hike with me for a little while. I guess up to Hot Springs. So we got like 33 miles to Hot Springs, and then a big push to Erwin, Texas. Erwin, Tennessee. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.